TEKS 126.26, Multimedia, 1 credit. 1. Foundations. The student demonstrates knowledge and appropriate use of hardware, components, software programs, and their connections. The student is expected to A. Demonstrate knowledge and appropriate use of operating systems, software applications, and communication and network components. B. Analyze demands for accomplishing multimedia tasks. Appropriately use input, processing, output, and primary secondary storage devices. C. Make decisions regarding the selection, acquisition, and use of software in multimedia classroom lab, taking under consideration its quality, appropriateness, effectiveness, and efficiency. D. Delineate and make necessary adjustments regarding capability issues, including but not limited to digital file formats and cross-platform connectivity. E. Use necessary vocabulary related to multimedia. F. Install and configure appropriate software. G. Distinguish between and correctly use process, color, RGB, and CYMK, spot color, and black and white. H. Identify color mixing theories and apply these theories to the creation of new colors in a digital format. I. Identify and distinguish among the basic sound editing principles, including addition of effects and manipulation of the waveform. J. Identify and use compression schemes for photo, animation, video, and graphics. And K. Distinguish between and determine the appropriate application of bitmap and vector graphics into multimedia project. 2. Foundations. The student uses data input skills appropriate to the task. The student is expected to A. Demonstrate proficiency in the use of a variety of electronic input devices, including the mouse, keyboard, scanner, voice sound recorder, disc, video, and digital camera, by creating files to be used in multimedia products. B. Use digital keyboarding standards for data input, such as one space after punctuation, the use of EM/EN dashes, and smart quotation marks. C. Use strategies when digitally capturing files that conserve memory and retain the image integrity. And D. Differentiate among audio input. 3. Foundations. The student complies with the laws and examines the issues regarding the use of technology in society. The student is expected to A. Discuss copyright laws/issues and model ethical acquisitions and the use of digital information, citing sources using established methods. B. Demonstrate proper etiquette and knowledge of acceptable use policies when using networks, especially resources on the internet and intranet. C. Model respect of intellectual property when manipulating, morphing, or editing graphics, video, text, and sound. And D. Provide examples of the role of multimedia in society. 4. Information acquisition. The student uses a variety of strategies to acquire information from electronic sources with appropriate supervision. The student is expected to A. Use strategies to access research information from different resources, including local area networks, LANs, wide area networks, WANs, the internet, and intranet. And B. Apply appropriate electronic search strategies in the acquisition of information, including keyboard and Boolean search strategies. 5. Information acquisition. The student acquires electronic information in a variety of formats with appropriate supervision. The student is expected to A. Acquire information in electronic formats, including text, audio, and video, and graphics, citing the source. And B. Identify, create, and use available file formats, including text, image, video, analog and digital, and audio files. 6. Information acquisition. The student evaluates the acquired electronic information. The student is expected to A. Identify and employ a method to evaluate the design, functionality, and accuracy of the accessed information, and B. Use fundamental concepts of graphic design, including visual composition and lighting, when analyzing multimedia. 7. Solving problems. The student uses appropriate computer-based productivity tools to create and modify solutions to problems. The student is expected to A. Use foundation and enrichment curricula in the creation of multimedia products. B. Select and integrate computer-based productivity tools, including but not limited to word processor, database, spreadsheet, telecommunications, draw, paint, and utility programs to develop and modify solutions to problems and create new knowledge for multimedia products. C. Use technology tools to create a knowledge base with a broad perspective. D. Apply color principles to communicate the mood of the product for the specific audience. E. Integrate path and cell animation modules appropriately into multimedia products. F. Use the appropriate scripting language to create multimedia sequence. G. Edit files using established design principles, including consistency, repetition, alignment, proximity, ratio of text to white space, image file size, color use, font size, and style. And H. Read and use technical documentation. 8. Solving problems. The student uses research skills and electronic communication with appropriate supervision to create new knowledge. The student is expected to A. Participate with electronic communities as a learner, initiator, contributor, and teacher/mentor, and use technology to participate in self-directed and practical activities in the larger community and society. B. Demonstrate proficiency in appropriate use of and navigation of LANs, WANs, the internet, and intranet for research and for sharing of resources. C. Integrate and use efficiently and effectively a variety of multimedia programs and tools, including linear, non-linear, authoring tools, image/video editing tools, compression programs, draw/paint/text creation tools. D. Extend the learning environment beyond the school walls through the creation and linking of multimedia product via electronic networks. E. Develop technical documentation related to multimedia. F. Participate in different roles and jobs of a multimedia production crew, including product manager, lead programmer, writer, art director, sound engineer, researcher, animator, and presenter. G. Distinguish among and appropriately integrate 3D modeling, animation, and rendering software into multimedia products. H. Import video into the digital format for integration into multimedia products. And I. Capture, record, and integrate sampled and musical instruments, digital interface, MIDI, sound, and different sound rates, resolutions, and channels. 9. Solving problems. The student uses technology applications to facilitate evaluation of work, both process and product. The student is expected to A. Design and implement procedures to track trends, set timelines, and review/evaluate process for continual improvement in process and product. B. Seek and respond to advice from peers and professionals in delineating technological tasks. C. Create technology specifications for tasks and rubrics to evaluate products and product quality against established criteria. And D. Resolve information conflicts and validate information by accessing, researching, and comparing data and demonstrate that products and product quality can be evaluated against established criteria. 10. Communication. The student formats digital information for appropriate and effective communication. The student is expected to A. Identify quality in multimedia design such as consistency, alignment, repetition, and proximity. B. Use content selection and presentation for the defined audience and communication purpose. And C. Format the multimedia project according to defined output specifications, including target audience and viewing environment. 11. Communication. The student delivers the product electronically in a variety of media with appropriate supervision. The student is expected to A. Publish information in a variety of ways, included but not limited to printed copy or monitor display, and B. Publish information in save files, internet documents, CD-ROMs, disk, or video. 12. Communication. The student uses technology applications to facilitate evaluation of communication, both process and product. The student is expected to A. Determine and employ technology specifications to evaluate products for design, content delivery, purpose, and audience, and B. Seek and respond to input from peers and professionals in evaluating the product.